The Donny Sports Podcast.
Welcome back to the Donny Sports Podcast, live from the Caxo Hotel. I'm Tommy. I'm here with Jord. How are you, my friend?
I am fantastic. How you doing, mate?
I'm very good, well rested. That
Yeah?
Easter weekend snuck up on me. You didn't tell me until we were recording that I actually have a 4-day weekend that I turned into a 5-day weekend.
Did you?
So I'm very well rested. I have a kink in my neck from how well rested I am. So,
I got to say, I think Easter is the most underrated holiday.
oh,
Like public holiday, Easter is top dog for me.
this is huge
You get-
that you're saying this, because on the weekend I was talking about how like sometimes people will have to go to 4 family events for Easter.
That's wild.
And you were like, oh, do people do things for Easter? So
No
now,
one-
So now, from going in the space of fucking 24 hours from do people even do things on Easter to it's the most underrated holiday ever.
No, that's why it's underrated. People don't do things. I don't know. Maybe your family does. Mine doesn't. We don't do shit for Easter.
We don't eat fucking meat,
Really?
white meat only on the...
Wow.
Ah,
Bit of
well.
guilt coming through. But you get the hot cross buns.
Yeah.
You get the chocolate.
I can't remember last time I had a hot cross bun.
You don't like them, or?
They're just not affluent in my life.
Wow.
They're not about. They're not around.
Okay.
And they never have been.
Top tier hot cross bun. Cut it in half. Toast it. Bit of butter on that.
I just realised if people watching on the YouTube, which many don't, we haven't even addressed what's on my face. And
Yeah,
if
well.
someone's watching it for the first time, they might be
business
like,
as usual.
Just
This
a
is
big
pretty normal.
Dolphins fan. Just really falling head over foot
Well,
for the club.
For those who remember last week, we made a bet.
We did, we did.
Both of our teams were playing. Whoever lost had to wear the jersey and get the face painted.
Yeah.
You were very confident, but like I said, when you talk shit, they lose.
Well, Jordan finished me off, which isn't the first time I've said that in the last fortnight, but he's like Michelangelo on the face, I think you could say. Really well done.
I've had a lot of practice, mate.
Face paint fans, eat your heart out.
So what I've gone for here, ladies and gentlemen, I've got 3 stripes on the cheeks, and I've gone the angry eyes above.
Yeah.
I think it's really tying in well with the jersey that you got on. Great looking jersey, by the way.
Thanks, mate. Thanks,
it looks
mate.
really good.
I think, I feel good.
Yeah?
I feel good. I feel like a winner.
Are you coming around to the face paint now?
Yeah. So anyway, I could definitely feel it on my face.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like such a freak. I was in the Big W children's section for an hour today looking for face paint and settled for
You don't normally
easily
hang out?
washable paint. And there was this old lady that like was definitely scoping me out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what are your intentions here in the Big W child section?
In the kids department, someone's got to watch it.
It's none of your business, lady.
I think it might be.
You ever seen a man lose a bet? This is what we do. We come to the children's section of Brookside Big W, you dunce. Idiot. Fuck. It's a bit rough though, Jord, that you have made me do this, because the bet was whichever team loses has to wear the stuff.
Oh, go on.
And the Cowboys are still yet to lose a game of rugby league football since
Righto.
1995. Never lost a game. Have only ever had games robbed and stolen from them. And that's
Right.
exactly what we saw on Friday night.
That's ridiculous, mate. Better team won on the night.
Yeah, well, you had
and
more
I
players
watched
on the
it.
field for longer. I mean, if that's a good strategy. If that's what Wayne's cooking up, it's
We
a
had
good
a
strategy.
HIA. Didn't you as well? I can't remember now.
Oh, there was a lot. I was thinking Milton Mango. No. I hate even saying that. I drove past a billboard the other day.
They're still doing it.
And it was like, no, not 4X, but it was like a creative writing thing in Brisbane.
Yep.
And it was the billboard said, finish this sentence.
Yep.
I was drinking a Milton Mango by the brown snake. I almost threw up in my car.
Yeah, right.
I like, dude, give it a rest.
That's someone
Like
trying to relate.
That is some focus group shit
Yeah.
right there. Like,
Yeah.
well, we call it that, and they call them these.
Yeah.
Well, we could put them together.
How do we connect with the kids?
But I was singing a lot of Golds on, and this isn't even a podcast sponsored by Golds. We never give it away, but we do drink Golds.
Yeah.
Gold, reach out. Mate, if you make moonshine in your bathtub, reach out. We'll
Yeah. It won't take much.
Beggars can't be choosers. We're begging.
Yeah.
But no,
if you
it
make
was,
little silicone vaginas that go on top of tinnies. Or dicks at this point.
Yeah, we'll do anything. I feel like I'm taking a dick right now, honestly. I keep forgetting that it's on my face.
Oh, I do
keep
not.
forgetting that it's
I
on my
don't.
face.
I don't.
And so, yeah, no, it was a rough game to watch because I
Yeah.
was so confident. And it just goes, I haven't picked like a winner all year. My tips have been shocked. Still top of the tips in our friends group somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how that's
tipping
happened,
shockingly.
Yeah.
Every time I say a team's going to win, they go on to lose. I'm just got the opposite of whatever Midas touch is right now.
Yeah.
Everything I touch, it doesn't turn to gold, it folds. Like everything I touch is just going to shit right now.
Like I told you last week, I keep saying it, mate, but every time that you try to gas up the Cowboys, they come out and get hammered.
Yeah. You know what I thought was very funny?
What?
And we talk about another podcast that was actually here just moments ago.
Yeah.
Bloody Brilliant Beers.
Stepping on our toes, mate.
Yeah,
Tuesdays are out.
Tuesday squad. They don't know what we get up to here on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Poor Darcy doesn't need to see that.
No.
But speaking of poor Darcy, I just wanted to put this out into the world. Cowboys, Dolphins, what did he do?
Right.
Pulled a Darcy.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
Sorry, not Cowboys, Dolphins.
For the game.
Broncos, Dolphins,
Yep.
pulled a Darcy.
Yep.
Broncos, Cowboys, pulled a Darcy.
Yep.
Broncos, West, danger game, pulled a Darcy.
Yeah.
Oh, but what does he do on the weekend? Broncos, Raiders. I might just mosey on through. How'd that turn out for you, brah? How'd that turn out for you? Yeah, the Cowboys lost, but guess who else did? Your Broncos, brah.
Maybe he's the bad luck charm for the Broncos.
He's cursed.
Yeah.
He's obviously cursed. The closer he gets to Suncorp Stadium, the worse they do.
It's caught a glimpse of your fucking... I'm not going to look at you the rest of this podcast.
The closer he stands to Suncorp Stadium, the worse they do.
Right.
Because think about it, on the night of the Cowboys-Broncos, I caught up with him. He was out and about. He was near the Caxton area. He came to the Caxton and they won. Against the West Tigers, he was at a buck somewhere across town. They smashed the Tigers.
Yeah.
The further away he is, the better they do.
Right.
He comes into Suncorp Stadium, sits front and centre, and they shit the bed.
Every time he leaves the state, I need to know.
Yeah.
I will be loading up.
Actually, he's leaving. He is going to Sydney this week. And the Broncos take on the Titans down at Seabus Super Stadium.
Fuck.
The most super stadium there is. And that's got me thinking.
I'm loading up on the Broncos.
Yeah. The further he is away, the more chances there are to win. I can't really think of any other reason that they'd be winning. It really baffles the mind how they could possibly be pulling anything
Team
together
list,
other than
okay.
that. Oh, man, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into that. But
X's and O's.
Just noticed that on the weekend because I saw he was here. So he sent me a photo of his Apple Watch notification just getting to his inbox. Haha, suck shit, the Broncos are arse.
You were lashing out something fierce, though, on the weekend.
Oh, mate. I was copping it, too. I was in the inboxes started flying. Good luck with the face paint. Good luck with the face paint. And I was just like, oh, it's good. I'm happy you're engaging with the content as I cry myself to sleep. Jesus
You were
Christ.
visibly shaken as we left your place on the
Bro,
on Friday.
it was a shake because it hit me at once.
Yeah.
What was coming.
Yeah.
Bro, you were so excited in the moment. Before the game, you called out Hammer to score 2 tries.
Yeah.
And I said, there's absolutely no way it happens. He was lucky to play the full 80 minutes after Scotty Drinkwater takes his head clean off. And he scored 2 tries. You didn't even let that click. You didn't even let it register because you were just so happy that this would happen to my face come Wednesday night.
I got distracted.
Yeah. Much like the Cowboys seem to have done on Friday night. There's got to be something. It's not because they're a bad footy side. But no, I had had a pretty good weekend. Sunday, I actually got up nice and early. Well, actually, it was almost late. The missus tapped me on the shoulder on the Saturday night and said, we're going to go for a hike tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
It's never a good tap
So we
on
went
the
up
shoulder.
the Glasshouse Mountains to Mount Nungun. You know, I think that's what it's called.
You've well pronounced.
I think it's actually pronounced Nunu now, but everyone knows it as Nungun if you're up here.
Okay.
What time do you think I was woken up on Easter this year?
So the sunrise hike.
What time do you think my wife, my beautiful, beautiful wife who I love with all my heart, woke me up out of bed?
I'm going to say like 3:30.
3:30 in the morning.
Really?
Bro.
I got it.
3:30 in the morning.
Fuck that.
I'm still tired. It's Tuesday night.
Nah,
And
you wouldn't catch me doing that shit.
I kiked that thing though, and I was thinking, Nungun, tick.
Yep.
K2 and Everest are obviously the next steps.
So you've warmed up now. You've gotten your legs warm.
Smashed it. Health is. And I had a message to the group chat at like 5 a.m. Hey, all you pussies, y'all sleeping. I was out here making my mind better, making my body better. Health is actually wealth.
I think I saw it at 10, 11 when I got up. Well done. Well done.
That's kind of the highlight of my weekend, other than sitting there stewing all weekend that I was going to have to be wearing face paint tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Well, anyway.
I keep catching it. It throws me off.
Yeah, well,
look at you.
I can't wait to have this on YouTube forever.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So over the weekend, I reached out to you because there's probably not a bigger throwaway comment in the world than we're sending thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
We're sending thoughts and prayers is something that's said so often.
This statement is the furthest you can get from actually meaning it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you say thoughts and prayers, you are so far from actually giving thoughts and prayers.
You do not actually care in the slightest. So what we thought is a new segment we could bring into the show is some thoughts and prayers we'd like to send out into the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first cab off the rank for me. Today, I'd like to send out some thoughts and prayers to the West Tigers fan base.
Okay.
You know, you came so close and yet you're so far and we're all still laughing so hard. So, thoughts and prayers.
I think that's today more disappointing than the Dalai Lama news that came out today. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Holy fuck.
A little bit of... because I saw the headline, Dalai Lama asked kid to suck his tongue.
Yeah.
And I was like... There's no way that happened.
I checked B2, like, is this B2?
Yeah.
No.
Like, there's literally 0% chance that happened. And then I watched the video, and if you haven't seen it, it's obviously widely available. The Dalai Lama, like, kisses this kid on the lips almost for, like, a while.
Right.
And I was like, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, bro, he, like, kisses his kid on the lips for a little bit, and I was like, that's weird, but it might be, like, some religious thing. I don't know. Who am I to... whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And then they're standing there and the Dalai Lama's just like staring at him for like, I'm talking like 10 seconds. Looks away for a second. Looks back at him and goes, suck my tongue, and sticks out his tongue. And then the kid leans in and the video cuts off.
Yeah.
And they were like at the top of like there was some big thing going on. I don't know. They're at some big festival.
Shit.
Probably for Easter or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really know how it all works. But
not. I don't know.
very, very suspect.
Yeah.
Very suspect.
Well, there you go. Well, you've got that. Tigers fans more disappointed.
than Buddhism.
Wouldn't you be at this point?
Oh, Jesus. You'd
And
have
now
to
they've lost
you'd have to
their-
have some God. And
Now
if it was the
they've lost
Dalai
their,
Lama, you've not only bet on the wrong team, but the wrong religion too. That's rough. That is rough.
I mean, yeah. Well, one of my thoughts and prayers goes out to, and legitimate thoughts and prayers to Dewey as well, by
Adam
the way.
Dewey, yeah. Thoughts and prayers goes
Yeah.
Adam Dewey.
So I made a drunk trade last week with you in fantasy.
Yeah.
Woke up the next morning like, that was fucking dumb. I gave you To'o and Dewey.
To'o and Dewey for Kiri and Kennedy. Not one of your finest moves.
No, and a draft pick.
But still not one of your finest.
No, you fed me drinks.
Yeah.
You let me have it.
Absolutely. I was very
But
happy.
the next week, Dewey does his ACL.
Thoughts and prayers to the
Thoughts and
Watkin
prayers.
Wizards.
Yeah,
War
that's
Dogs.
pretty rough for him.
We move so quick.
But thoughts and prayers, though, to the Accor Stadium groundskeepers.
Oh, okay.
Putting together what people have said is a trash fucking field. A couple of rolled ankles and injuries off this field. So thoughts and prayers to them. Probably going to get the sack today. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh Adokar done his, and then obviously Dewey done his ACL as well.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers out to the Accor
Jackson
Stadium.
Hastings jumped on Twitter and said, turf at Accor Stadium can't be safe. Holes everywhere, man.
Much like the Knights' defensive line. So he knows, and the Tigers as well. So he knows a little bit, a thing or two about the holes.
He knows
everywhere.
a little bit about holes.
He does know.
But also thoughts and prayers to, I don't know how to pronounce this name, Broncos Torpo?
Tupo? Tapau.
Tapau?
But it's now Tapau, I think. Well, it's not
Tapau?
now. It always has been. But he's officially let us know that we've all been saying it wrong.
So-
and that was thoughts and prayers to all the commentators who struggled so hard with that on the weekend.
I feel like we need the list.
Yeah, we do. I think it's Tapau. I'm not actually sure,
Tapau?
though. You can say Marty. Forever, everyone called him Marty Kapau because it was Marty Tapau. So thoughts and prayers out to Marty Tapau.
We'll just keep saying that until someone corrects us, but thoughts and prayers to Tapa Au for not magically being the disappearing man.
No.
What do you mean, no?
It was such a penalty.
Bullshit.
You are dreaming.
He was
mate.
running. Runners come down.
Full pelt at him.
He didn't realise that he'd come down with his, he hit his head into his leg.
He had no idea where the ball was whatsoever. There's a duty of care on the footy field. Like I'm
Right.
all for like bring back the biff and rah.
I don't think it's anything to do with Biff. I reckon it was an accident.
I reckon there's like a 90% chance if Rapana catches that ball and is upright, Marty takes his head off anyway. He was moving at such pace that the fact that like thoughts and prayers out to Andrew Johns on the Footy Show as he's sandwiched in between Brad Fittler and Billy Slater, who are both calling it a penalty, and Joey looks like an old man yelling at the clouds. Like, no. He dove into it. He's saying Rapida dove into the knee.
I don't think he dove into it, but he definitely fell into it. Like,
he was catching the ball.
I think it was an accident both ways. I don't think anyone meant to do it.
But, like, he did hit him with his knee. Like, at the end of the day, it was accidental.
Well, as I said, he can't be the magically disappearing man. He's going to be there.
Oh, I don't know. My thoughts and prayers are reserved.
Well, I watched a bit of footy on the weekend, and I don't know if you saw this or not, but in the AFL, they hold up symbols from the sideline.
Yeah, you showed me this for the first time. I'd never seen this before.
That? So they hold up some weird fucking signs.
It was like
from the
the
side.
chicken soup emoji or chicken cereal emoji.
It was like a bowl of noodles. Bowl of noodles. The Hawks are holding up bowl of noodles. Yeah. That's what they were fucking acting like, wet noodles. Geelong put 10 goals on them in the third quarter.
Wow, do you reckon that's what the noodle signal meant?
Yeah, let them through.
Concede 10?
Yeah, probably. Mate, I've put a live bet on this game, trying to give them 10.
Yeah.
But so I've come up with my own symbols here, and they go hand in hand with the thoughts and prayers.
Okay, I like this. You've got some props here today. I know. Johnny's stepping up the production value. I'm
trying, mate. A couple A4 printouts.
Yeah, well, hit me with what you've got.
All right, so for those who watch the AFL, probably not many of you.
No, most of them are NRL
my
fans.
team, Port Adelaide, was versing the Sydney Swans.
Oh, I am very familiar, my
Ended
friend.
in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
So one of the Sydney players has taken a mark. The final siren's gone off. They're down by 2.
Yep.
So he has to kick this goal and they win.
Yes.
So he's lined up, kicked the shot, looked good. I'm sat at my chair over at my mate's place going, fuck, we've just lost another.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Alir jumps out of nowhere, smacks the ball out, no goal. Port win the game.
Yep.
But some Swans players are in the goal square and they cheered early. They run off, which might have blocked Alir to get the hit.
Yeah.
So I've got a symbol for those guys. We've got crossed out balloons here. Don't celebrate early, boys. The game is still on.
Oh, the old crossed out balloons. I like that a lot.
Not bad.
He's been in the Photoshop.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, my second one here today.
I need one of those each week when I put a bet on. We need someone sitting in the room holding that up for me whenever I start tailing off about the Cowboys.
Exactly. Anytime you talk about Cowboys, I'm holding this up. Those, yeah. The other one, I'll have to show you a video, but this player, Harry Mackay, I'm not too sure, for the Carlton.
Yep.
He's grabbed a ball behind the pack. He's on his goal line. He goes to put the ball, like, you cannot fucking miss this. He's on the goal line.
Yeah.
Puts the ball on his boot, tries to banana it. He's accidentally kicked it straight, and it's gone straight past the goals out in the full.
Missed from literally centimetres in front, no one in front of him.
Yeah.
Trying to be cocky.
So this one's for Harry. We've got just a little arrow. A little arrow to the goalpost, just trying to point out, just down the middle ones there, big fella.
Oh, that's very good. That's
in case anyone gets confused. But my last thoughts and prayers. I haven't got a sign for it, but I watched that Geelong Hawks game, and Jeremy Cameron, this is when they started hammering him. He was pretty happy with himself.
Yep.
Kicked a fucking good goal on the run, keeps running, was looking at the crowd and cleans up the boundary umpire. Did you see that video?
No, I haven't seen that. I love it when a ref gets hit.
All right, here we go.
I love it when a ref gets hit. Bushka!
Cleaned him up.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers with that umpire, mate?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's nothing to that. I just thought it was funny. There was no angle.
Oh, no thoughts and prayers to everyone that was waiting for a punchline. Thoughts and prayers for everyone. Thoughts and prayers to everyone that listens to the Donny Sports podcast. I've got some more thoughts and prayers for the Friday pod.
Okay.
If that wasn't enticing enough.
Yeah.
If you haven't got your foot fill from just that, I'd be listening to the Friday pod because I've got some good stuff lined up.
Leave them wanting more.
That's the key, right?
Yeah.
Now, speaking about some sport on the weekend, you're watching some AFL, listening to the game being called, and you also watched a bit of Masters that you wanted to talk about.
I tried to watch a bit of Masters.
Yeah.
So watched all the footy on Saturday. I flicked the Masters on, and fuck me, there is nothing better to go to sleep to than the Masters.
Oh, absolutely.
Holy shit.
Absolutely.
You were telling me on Friday about the slow piano during the ads.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you. I thought, no way.
Yeah.
So I flicked it
The
on.
Masters song, yeah.
I flicked it on. There's a light drizzle, light piano going.
Yeah.
And there's a 5-minute shot of a flower getting rained on. That was the Masters. Are you fucking kidding me?
Put a green jacket on that flower. Put a green jacket on the flower.
Yeah, I've never fallen asleep quicker.
I've never been big into like watching golf, and I've had to film golf with work.
Right.
Me and Mr. Hummer.
Not pro, like you film yourselves?
No, yeah, film Hummer, and he is the furthest thing from a pro.
Right.
Nah, he's not too bad. He can hit him well. I don't know how to hit him at all.
Yeah.
So it is fun though watching him just absolutely rage trying to hit these balls. But we've been to X Golf a few times, and I thought it was so funny because like our whole life, well, my whole life, our two mates Zach and Zap, just athletically more gifted than me. Ate a few less pies, went for a few more runs. They've had my number.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the playing field is leveled and we like jump in the pool and play pool footy and gravity's no longer my enemy but my friend, I could try and make something happen. But up on dry land, it's not always the case. But we went
out of water.
Went to X Golf a while ago, and watching Zap as he tried, like I started better off than him.
Yeah.
And he just went straight into his cage and was just so focused on the game until he started to beat me. And then the two boys started getting real chirpy. But I knew for a second there, just for a second, for a moment, they thought, this chunky fuck might have us beat. And they had to sit there and they had to have a think about how we're going to get out of this situation. And eventually I drunk enough beers and I was up there. I think you were there that night where I swung at one ball like 7 times and didn't connect.
I remember that,
So the beer beat me that day.
Yeah.
But I think golf is interesting that if you want to put in the hours, it looks like something that's very, very easily addictive.
You don't have to be the fittest guy out there, which I like as well.
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, you don't have to carry everything as well, the pros.
Yeah.
So one time, I can't remember what happened, but this one of the pro players had to go back to the clubhouse to take a call or something like that. I can't remember. And he took the golf cart back to where he was beforehand, and they disqualified him. He's gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's very wild.
Yeah. But I like it. Like, you don't have to be the most athletic guy ever.
No,
but
look at John Daly.
Yeah, well.
Just smoking cigs, down in beers, night before games, and he's winning championships.
Well, that's what I was saying to mate on the weekend too. That's the same as baseball, man. I reckon we can still get into baseball.
Bro, I was into baseball over the what do they call it? The World Club...
Series?
The World Club Challenge or the World Club... I don't know what it was, but they had... It's like the World Cup of baseball.
Right, okay.
And America always sends, like, because it's during spring training, I believe, when they send their players, if they do let them go, like for their pitchers, for example, they say, like, oh, you can't, if you are going to be pitching, you got to pitch only a certain amount of times and you can't go your hardest. And so America can't take it as a joke. Whereas, like, there's guys that play for, like, the Dominican Republic and people ask them, would you rather win a World Series or this? And they say this. And in Japan, those games were watched by more people than any World Series. The most watched World Series game in Japan, which it's a national sport. Yeah, it was 50 million, and then Japan were playing like Cuba, got like 60 million people. They reckon a quarter of the country watched the World Club.
It's weird how that happens.
Series, whatever it is. Fuck me. I need to listen to the show. And you're looking for a sport to watch. Like, baseball has just changed a lot of its rules. We touched on it a while ago. You with us? Got that gets a JT cackle for sure. So for those of you that haven't seen it, that gets a cackle too. That gets a cackle too. Moving on. So for those of you that haven't watched it, they've changed a bunch of rules. They've got like a pitch timer in there now. And it's actually it's a quicker game. And people are all up in arms about it. But as a neutral, as someone that only watches like part-time, it's great. It's actually a very digestible game now.
Well, that was what they were contending with. They reckon it was too long.
Yeah.
So people were tuning out.
Yeah, so they've made it Oh, and there's nothing better than like bottom of the ninth tied bases. Yeah. Like it's such a good...
I mean, how long's an average MLB game versus...
It's like 3 hours, right?
Well, that's an NFL game.
Yeah.
And NFL's the top sport.
But there's not action all the time. Like, so that's the problem, is the time between pitches. So now they've made it as soon as a batter is ready, you have 20 seconds to throw the pitch.
Right.
So it's good shit.
So you could wear him out, just keep running batters up to him. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, you only get 3 strikes and you're out. You got to change sides.
Yeah, righto.
So I don't know. They're actually, so like, the problem was like, and the batters only have a certain amount of time to get into the box to bat.
Yeah.
And the bat boys and girls weren't getting the bats quick enough. And the MLB sent out like this big thing to all the clubs being like, if you can't get your bat boys and girls in order, we're going to have to ask for them to be replaced.
Really?
So now the bat boys and girls are like part of the squad, like more so than they were already.
Yeah.
Trying to be like getting the bats out to them as quick as possible. Yeah. So just when you thought of doing a little summer internship and now fucking the World Series relies on you. Fuck me.
I love watching the tennis ball boys and girls.
They're just so... That was this big blow up last year that they don't get paid.
Yeah.
I'm like, did anyone think they were getting paid?
I don't know.
Did anybody think they were getting paid? Like, does anyone think the ball boys at the NRL are getting paid? I don't know.
Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, when you put it like that.
The only people in that arena that are getting paid are in the middle of the fucking field.
Yeah.
Everyone else is paying to be there.
Yeah, true. All right, I see what you're saying.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe that these 10-year-olds that get to stand 10 meters away from Roger Federer as he's in his prime aren't getting paid. I'm like, I can fucking believe that. I can believe that for sure.
That's the first time you've changed my mind. I was ready to launch and be like, no, they should get paid. And then, no, that makes sense, actually.
They're like, oh, they're standing out there in the heat. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. What the fuck? If you ask the kids, it's like, would you rather, like... there's not even a question. Would you rather not do it or do it and not get paid?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not believe that last year. But they're good at it. It's funny when they get hit too. Maybe they should
remember
get
that
paid
kid
then.
got hit in the nuts?
Yeah, maybe they should get paid then.
Yeah, danger pay.
Yeah, danger pay.
Yeah.
Danger pay. Last week we spoke about, it was last week I believe, we spoke about some of the worst records in sport. And some people quite liked our video about famous boxer Reggie Strickland.
Okay.
Some people came at us a little bit online saying like he'd beat you up. I'm like, I know, bro. It was in the description of the video. Like we weren't laughing at him being like, yeah, and I'd be knockout number 70. Like we know.
Yeah.
But hopefully I've got some here that aren't.
What a fucking weird thing to say.
Yeah, well, that boxer that's had 300 fights probably beat you in a fight.
Whoever said that, you are a fucking dunce.
Like, do you reckon? And then another one's like, people that would laugh at this aren't real fighters. Yeah. I'll put my hand up right now. You got me, bro. I am not a real fighter. I'm not even a fake fighter.
What part of all of this made you think I was a fighter?
I do apologize if I acted staunch in that video.
Yeah. Standing like this the whole time.
But I've got some more... Moving away from our thin skin, I've got some more like absolutely incredible sporting records.
Okay, yeah.
So these ones are one-off games mostly.
All right, and they're incredible in the sense that they're great or bad?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. The first cab off the rank is actually involving Australia.
Okay.
Australia versus Namibia in 2003 in Australia, Rugby World Cup.
Yep.
Australia versus Namibia. Australia won the game 142-0.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, okay.
22 tries the Aussies scored that day. And the funny thing is, right, since it was played at Adelaide Oval, a stadium your team's lost that many a time. So since
We've also won a few. Come on.
So since it was played at Adelaide Oval, there was obviously a lot of people talking about how, this is a bloody cricket score.
Yeah, righto.
And it was very funny that they said that because a member of the Namibia team, Rudy van Vuren, actually took 5 wickets against England in the Cricket World Cup earlier that year.
Fuck,
before running out against the Aussies on Aussie soil.
Does that say that he's like such a good athlete he can play both sports? Or
no.
Namibia, was it Namibia?
Namibia.
Don't have a big talent pool.
I think that they're a bit lacking on purebred athlete. No, you know what? Fuck it. I reckon he is. He's one of the best dual athletes to ever do it. He probably has more under his belt.
What's his name?
Yeah. Rudy van Vuren.
Put some respect on the name Rudy Van Vuren.
Put some respect on Van Vuren. We are not mocking him. I reckon he'd beat us in a fight too, old Rudy. Another crazy one that I saw, Thailand versus South Korea. Okay.
Yep.
Back in 1998.
Yep. Which sport are we playing?
So, ice hockey. Ice hockey game, right? So, Thailand versus South Korea at the Asian Oceanic Junior Championships in 1998.
Right.
So,
this is 18-year-olds.
And you're saying that I don't do research for this show.
16-year-olds.
So 1998, Thailand lost a game of ice hockey to South Korea.
Yep.
92-0.
Fuck.
92-0.
Thailand lost to South Korea?
Thailand lost to South Korea 92-0. So in the first period, ice hockey's 3 periods, South Korea scored every 33 seconds, going into halftime 36-0.
Fuck, they're running drills.
Absolutely. So over the course of the game,
witches' hats.
South Korea outshot their opponents 105 shots to 1 shot.
And it didn't even get in.
It didn't even get in.
Holy shit.
So South Korea went on to win the tournament, obviously.
Yeah.
Thailand finished the tournament 0-5 with a minus 214 goal differential.
Shit.
So just to put into perspective how bonkers a 92-0 ice hockey game is, Japan played South Korea in that same competition, and the game ended 2-2.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. Pretty different.
It's a big day out.
Pretty different.
It is a big day out.
But is this like a cool runnings, like Zimbabwe? What is it?
We were in the competition, and so was New Zealand.
Righto.
And we beat them.
South Korea?
Yeah.
We didn't win the whole thing?
No, we didn't beat South Korea. No. We got pumped by South Korea. I think Japan dumped 50 on
But
them
is this
too.
like, what I'm trying to say, is this like a Jamaican bobsled team kind of moment?
Well, I mean,
like, hey guys.
surely we're more bobsled than them. In 1982, how many ice rinks were getting around? I suppose in Thailand,
Got Boondall as a ice rink up there. They're around.
I mean, yeah, it might be a bit bobsled about it. I'm sure South Korea are a bit bobsled too, though.
South Korea are into some weird shit. They could be really into hockey. I don't know.
They might be. I'm actually not sure.
I was in the car, and I'll talk about this more on the Friday podcast, but
which everyone should listen to.
I was in the car getting an Uber home the other night, and he was telling me that field hockey is the national sport of India.
What?
Yeah.
He was lying.
No, well, I looked it up.
Surely it's cricket, mate.
It's not the official
There's
one.
no way it's not cricket.
That's what I said, but that's the second Indian bloke that's told me that
surely it goes cricket, kabaddi.
I don't know what that is.
You haven't seen kabaddi?
No.
Oh, I'll pull some clips for next week's episode.
Okay.
Kabaddi is sick.
Okay.
It's really good fun.
Is that the one with the big poles and they got to run up?
No.
Okay.
No. It's like tag. It's like tackle tag 5v5.
All right.
It's sick. If you haven't seen kabaddi, look it up. It's actually good. I was in an Uber one night and we had an Indian driver. We were talking about cricket. I just hit him out of nowhere. I was like, "You watch any kabaddi, mate?" And he was like, "What?" And he was just absolutely blown away that I knew what it was.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's a good watch for sure.
Well, have you ever gone to KO, gone on like the really weird section?
Yeah, you always talk about how you watch the slapping and the arm wrestling and everything on KO.
They have professional tag in that area.
Yeah, right.
Like they've got
that was on Channel 9 for a while.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, remember that show Gladiators?
Yeah, vaguely.
And like everyone like had to verse like the gladiators.
Was it at Dreamworld?
I think it might have been at Dreamworld. You might be thinking of Big Brother though.
Probably.
But like it's like you go into the arena and like they've got like Tank and they've got Scorpion and stuff, you know.
Yeah, okay.
So they did a tag show on Channel 9 or maybe Channel 10. Definitely feels more Channel 10. This was recently too.
Right, okay.
And like they had like these parkour people up against regular people in this big obstacle course and they were just playing tag.
Right.
And I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, I think it can't get much better than what I've seen.
Yeah, okay.
Like there's obviously near misses. Much like any game of tag ever in the history of tag.
No, it sounds good, but yeah, jump in that weird section.
Maybe,
fuck, actually,
maybe next week we'll pull up weird sports. We'll start with kabaddi. And if you're listening, hit me with one of the weirdest sports you've ever seen. We'll read them out on the show. Put it in the Facebook group or just DM me. Prefer you put it in the Facebook group, but I will read it if you DM me.
Yeah, join the Facebook group, everyone.
And we'll read out weirdest sports that we've seen. And I'll start with kabaddi and you hit me with some. We'll go top 3 weirdest sports. Yeah, nice.
But just a quick taking the piss for you.
Oh, lovely.
I watched a lot of footy over the weekend. Taking the piss, KO.
Oh, so what's wrong?
Me.
I'm seeing this a lot, especially on the punters and dribblers page. Yeah. People saying KO's a shit show. It's just not been bad for me.
I don't know. I think I watched like 7 or 8 games on the weekend. I think all of them had a stop like in the middle, like playback error.
Really?
Yeah. All of them.
How many people use your account?
Just me.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to hit me at the worst possible moment. I'm going to blow up deluxe. But it hasn't hit me yet. I haven't been too upset about it.
And then it'll cut out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, taking the piss KO. My third and final horrible record for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your mind back to 2010.
I'm there.
All right. So in 2010, Tennessee played Georgia Tech. And in 2010, Tennessee lost to Georgia Tech 82-11. And that sounds bad, right?
It was
like, what sport? Tennessee, Georgia. Well, that sounds really bad. 82-11. I'm not talking about American football. I'm talking about basketball.
Holy shit.
It is the record. It is the record for the fewest points ever scored in an NCAA Women's Div 1 game. 11 points they put up. All right, they shot 3 from 50 in the field. 3 from 50 in the field.
Holy shit.
82-11. And so at halftime, they trailed 49-3.
Wow.
49-3 at halftime.
Do they have a mercy rule?
Maybe for the fans in attendance. Jesus Christ.
You reckon everyone slowly left?
Bro, after you missed the 48th shot, to put up 49 and 50 is just a thing.
Yeah.
That's a never say die attitude. And what I loved, right, so the Georgia Tech coach said, this is back in 2010, she goes, we love our attack, but we've built our whole season on defense. And I'm so proud of our defense today. I'm like, it's a long bow to draw to say that their 11 points come solely from your defensive efforts when they're missing 3 from 50.
I mean, what do you say after that as a coach? All right, you're the coach. You're walking out there after the game. Media's there.
Yeah.
Coach Tom, what do you think of that performance tonight?
Well, you just got to get back in the gym, keep putting shots up. Not too many, though, because I think we're getting rid of all our baskets in training.
Yeah, right. That's fucking embarrassing.
That is the worst NCAA Women's Div 1 record ever. Get out of the comments, you fucking trolls. And so the former record was held by Nashville, I believe. It was 16 points they put up. Right. But to put up 11 points in a full game of basketball...
It's not great.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's almost good. It's like to suck that hard. It's like there's a hoop, right? And you're aiming at the hoop. After 40 shots that have missed, it's almost harder to miss at that point. Like it's almost more statistically impressive that only 3 have gone in. Like that is almost a feat in itself.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
Well, shout out to Tennessee.
I want to get paid the same as LeBron James.
I've been holding my tongue. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Should we get to the calls?
Yeah, jump in.
All right. Let's get into the first call.
All right, let's jump in.
All right, gentlemen. It's the fucking sock bandit here. I just want to say... Thanks for the CC and dry, Geordie. You're a true man of the people. I don't know what Tommy's talking about. I'm just calling up to address some of these allegations that you guys have thrown at me for wearing socks to bed being weird. So far this year, the Broncos haven't lost a game. And I'm calling in. It's currently Saturday.
Oh,
Broncos
no.
in T-minus 6 hours.
Oh, the earliest of crows.
But yes, they haven't lost the game yet.
The earliest of crows.
Just checking now. The Cowboys have currently 14th.
Oh, you have absolutely jinxed it, you sock bandit bitch.
And see if you can get some hope into these boys, because it's just shocking at the moment.
You idiot.
See, you talk shit, Cowboys lose.
You idiot.
Sock bandit talks shit. Broncos lose.
You see what happened there? He goes, can I please address the allegations?
Yeah.
Cowboys actually suck. Like, he didn't address anything. You dirty sock wearing motherfucker.
Fuck.
That is absolutely top shelf.
He put his sad socks on that night before
He hasn't.
bed?
Yeah, he hasn't. Normally, the sock bandit will comment on a thing here or there.
Yeah.
Hasn't commented on anything since Saturday.
He's been awfully quiet.
Hasn't commented on anything since Saturday. I think old
Call him
sock
out.
bandit's been a bit quiet since the old Raiders came to town and Viking clapped your Broncos ass, bro. I think you've been a bit quiet. Very interesting. You keep wearing those dirty socks. Moving on.
All right, mate. Here's a debate for the pod.
Ooh.
I personally think lemonade over Coke every day of the week, unless I'm getting on the spiced rums, the Krakens. You know what I mean?
No.
And,
Yes.
No.
Yes. I refuse to hear otherwise. It's refreshing as fuck. Coke is fucking too fucking bubbly, mate. It just makes you fucking burp all day long. It's only good with the spiced rums.
No.
Lemonade all day. KFC over Red Rooster all day.
Now we know he's a
fucking
fucking
love this
idiot.
guy.
Now we
Who
know
is
he's a
this
Watch
fucking
the
idiot.
Tigers beat Para.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not joking. Don't laugh, honey. Get around it.
So what we have
Watch it
there?
on Monday. Trust it. Let's go.
So what we have there is an early crow from the Sock Bandit, calling my Cowboys shit and watching his Broncos lose.
Yep.
Then we have an early crow. I'd like to read out the name of the person that sent this through. Benji, a.k.a. Thurston's dad. How did your Tigers pull up on Monday, you lemonade drinking fuck? How did that go?
Couple of early crows coming through in the line here, but I back that in fully.
Lemonade over Coca-Cola.
Fully.
Can you really, truly say
No,
that?
I won't go Sprite, but the lemonade, I'll go the Schweppes lemonade easily every day of the week.
Yeah, I think maybe I've been a bit burnt by Sprite. Maybe
I think they've changed recently.
Sprite tastes quite flat, like out the rip, out
There's
of a
something-
vending machine.
It's
Out
definitely different.
of lemonade. Yeah, okay. I can.
Go the Kirks or the Schweppes lemonade over a Coke, and I 100% agree. Unless you're drinking, I don't drink rum, but I go bourbons. And bourbon and Coke's the only time I ever drink
There's,
Coke.
mate, when you're like out in the sun working like I do from time to time as a common
yeah?
man.
Yeah.
As a common man, I get out in the sun and I work quite hard.
Yeah, okay.
A fat Coke on a day like that.
Yeah.
Just goes down a treat.
It doesn't.
A skinny Coke, maybe not, but a full sugar fat Coke
Nah.
really hits the spot. It's a
I'll go
thirst
further
quencher.
and go, I actually like Pepsi Max over Coke.
No, I'm there too. I'm
You
with
are?
you there.
Okay.
I also
All
think
right.
Pepsi Max over Coca-Cola, but a fat Coke on a summer's day
No.
over a lemonade. Oh, Schweppes lemonade is all right. When it's still
top
bubbly though.
tier.
I feel like when I think of lemonade, maybe I'm thinking of Sprite.
All right, let me hit you with this then.
Because I do
You're-
like a vodka lemonade.
You're at the family function with your whatever, your kids, you're underage, ripping out a cold Kirk's lemonade out of the esky, still got a little bit of ice on it, crack that. Or what about this? You're at the Bunnings, get a sausage sizzle.
Yeah,
Get the Kirk's lemonade or the Schweppes. I
Kirk's
think they
lemonade
have.
wins it for you. As we're talking Kirk's lemonade, but lemonade in general, I feel like there's too many players pulling down the cause.
I don't know. I just think
I feel like there's
Sprite's
too
gone to
many
shit.
lame lemonades, for lack of a better word.
Are you calling out Lido right now?
Huh?
Lido? Is that who you're calling
Oh,
out?
Lido can get in the
Lido,
bin.
is it?
Lido,
Yeah,
Lido,
right.
that can get in the bin.
I think it is in the bin,
That's
mate.
the LA Ice of fucking lemonades.
Yeah.
Remember when you were young and you thought LA Ice was good?
No.
I used to think LA Ice was good. I didn't even know what flavor that is.
Yeah, okay.
I don't even know do they still make LA Ice?
You know they brought back Burger Men?
Really?
Yeah.
I was never big on Burger Men.
Get the...
I was never. Any food that gets like really like powders on your fingers. Like this sucks too. I like Twisties, but I've never been massive on them. But you know what? One I hate the most is Cheezels.
You know what I
Cheezels.
said on the way here? I said, when I was saying goodbye to Charlie, I said, I wonder how Tom's going to add himself as not the common man this week. And here it is. I don't like eating chips that get things on my fingers. You know what else still plays on my mind since you've said it? And I've never talked about it since.
What?
Is that you don't like to eat pasta because of the noise that it makes when you stir it around. You told me that maybe like 6 years ago, and I still think about that.
No, you know exactly homemade pasta. Well, not even the term of homemade pasta, but when the old lady just chucks in trying to give me a Dolmio grin.
Dolmio.
It's the furthest thing I'm doing is grinning. Very
like-
rarely, unless I'm in an Italian household or going out for Italian dinner.
Yeah.
I love pasta out and about. Out and about, don't get me wrong, I love pasta.
Okay.
When I'm at home and they batch make it for like in my family 5.
Yeah.
And I hear that scoop go in, pass,
Really?
and that's why I was off mac and cheese until like this year. This year I was like, oh, I don't mind mac and cheese. Yeah, it's just the noise. I don't like it at all.
I'll be honest, I don't back in mac and cheese.
It's
It gets on my fingers.
yeah, cheezels. People that used to put like the cheezels
rings?
on their fingers.
Yeah. So you don't like burger rings
Rotten
either?
children, little snot-nosed fucks.
What do you send on Doritos?
Yeah, Doritos have a light dusting though. That's a light dusting.
all
But if
right.
I could have Doritos or literally any other corn chip,
Yeah.
I'll take CC's over Doritos probably. How common man's that?
No.
That's very common man because Doritos are quite expensive, but the CC...
The common man will pay up for Doritos over CC.
oh, that's just... I find that hard to believe in this
Common
economy.
man draws
When
a
a
line
bag
at
of chips is now $8.
Common man draws a line at the Red Rock delis.
Yeah,
Those are like
you
fucking-
can't, you
they're up
can't
to
do
$8.
it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Coke over lemonade, horses for courses, obviously, which this idiot whose name I won't...
Shout out Benji. I back you in so hard, mate. You were 100% correct.
I can see that. I can see on a hot summer's day lemonade getting the win. But overall, if you were to include drinking, which he did exclude, if you were to include it,
Yeah,
there's just too much upside.
If
on
I had to rule
Coca-Cola.
one out, it would be the lemonade.
If
If
you're
we're
going to a
including
movie,
alcohol.
I went to a movie on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I got a big thing of fat Coke. Yeah, I'm not doing that with lemonade at the movies.
I do lemonade.
You do fountain lemonade over fountain Coke?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm back in Benji. I'm with you.
Hey guys, it's Tom here. Not the cuck version.
Great name.
The other one.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Hold on, let me replay.
Hey guys, it's Tom here. Not the cuck version.
Sick.
The other one. Craft beer sucks. It tastes like they've put too much effort into it. Oh, it's not good. Next thing. I'm a Manly team
brush past
supporter,
Oof.
and after the weekend, I think I'm going to go Paul Kent on the Panthers. No reason for it, just because I keep winning. Cheers, guys.
I don't agree with anything you said.
I've been shish kebabbed. I've been cut kebabbed. And that's so annoying because when it came through, he goes, I'm Tom. I go, great name. And he goes,
Yeah.
not the cuck one, the other one.
I
At
thought he
first
said-
I thought he said cack.
I thought he did too.
Yeah,
I thought
but
it was cack.
No,
Give it a quick replay.
It was definitely.
I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Tom here. Not the cuck version.
It's
The other one.
It's got. It's a kiwi.
Oh, 'cause it's
He's a
kiwi.
kiwi.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
a
yeah.
kiwi. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
kiwi.
right.
He's a kiwi.
Yeah.
So yeah. What did he even say?
Not the cuck one, the other one.
Craft beer sucks.
Don't back that in at all.
I love that. I love that.
It just moves on.
It tastes like they've put too much effort into it. It's one of my favourite things I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah.
It tastes like they've put too much effort into it. To a degree, correct.
This is a bloke that thinks Macca's is fine dining.
No, well, I mean, when I was younger, through my 20s, and I'm 26 now, so I guess technically still in my 20s, but boy, if you take a look at me, I'm clearly over the hill.
Yeah.
So
Grays are coming in.
I'm closer to the grave than my 20s, I reckon. So I used to love craft beer, but now, as I've become more of a fine wine, as I've seasoned, just give me a lager.
Yeah?
Just give me a lager now. I don't care. Because when I drink, I'm going to drink to completion, you know?
Yeah, okay.
And I'd rather sit there and session something. So you can definitely session some pale ales, like those hazies you like.
Yeah.
But most of them are just fucking rocket fuel.
A couple of them are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And like obviously some of them taste great, and I can back that in. And especially sitting where we sit on these thrones, Bloody Brilliant Beers. I obviously love the craft beer community, and they have a few craft beers, and I love theirs.
Yeah.
Like Doug's beer is actually one of the best drops I've had in recent memory.
Yeah.
The one that Darshall and Klutz made. But I do get what he's saying. Sometimes it tastes like there is too much effort. Like, you're fucking with it too much, I think is what he's trying to say. Our friend from over the ditch.
My girlfriend makes it. I can tell you there is a lot of effort that goes into it.
Yeah, arguably too much.
Yeah, apparently. If you're listening to this guy,
If you had to, like, there's not a single craft beer where I'd be like, I take that for the rest of my life over a gold for the rest of my life.
No, I reckon the Black Ops Pale is.
You don't
pretty
reckon you
fucking
get
good.
over the flavour? Because
Nah.
I think that's, like, you know, like some of those companies are like, it's not what we put in, it's what we leave out. That's what Forex should start sloganing on.
Yeah, they water it down.
Yeah, absolutely they would.
Yeah.
So us Queenslanders don't square up in every pub across the land. But
I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I like Forex.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to not take a crafty. I'm taking a Black Ops East Coast Haze. I fucking love that beer. That's my favourite beer.
They do things different over in New Zealand.
Yeah, maybe.
Across the world, if you go west.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, George.
G'day, mate. How you going?
It's the Broncos owner.
Oh, he's back.
I've had a gripe for a while now about people who wear jeans and thongs. It's never made sense to me. It looks ridiculous. It can't be good. Your legs are warm, your feet are cold, or you went through the effort to put on the jeans, which sometimes isn't easy, and then you still go through the effort to put the shoes on. It looks better. So I bring it up because this week, west, and grandparents' place was cold. They had a water leak. We had to fix the plumbing, dig a trench, sloppy, water everywhere. And I only took 2 shoes, thongs and sneakers. I ruined the sneakers. And I'm coming back. It's 6 a.m., 5 degrees, freezing cold out there.
Yeah.
I put the jeans on, and then I go, fuck, I've only got thongs. Can't knock it till I've tried it. I put the thongs on, and I fucking hated it.
I thought there was going to be a character arc there.
Yeah, I thought he'd come around to it.
A minute into this, I thought he was going to have a big. And you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
You know, your legs are warm, your feet were freezing, and then the jeans. No one has jeans that are the exact right length. If you do, you're a freak. The jeans are rotting underneath my feet, underneath my thongs, getting dirty. It's just a nightmare. I just wanted to call, see what your thoughts are on it. I know Jordan looks like a guy that definitely does it just because it is who he is.
It just ends.
What the fuck does that mean?
You know, it's funny that he mentions it because when I look at you, I do think he wears thongs with jeans. You've done it before, haven't you?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You definitely seem like a thongs with jean guy, and I can't really put into words what that means. But I definitely think you are.
No, I've done it like getting home after a night out, still in my jeans, and then chuck some thongs on.
Yeah.
Get home in the Uber like that, but I don't go out with
Get home
jeans
in
and
the
thongs.
Uber from home.
No, I'm not at home.
Then where do you get the thongs from? Where are
The other
your
guys.
original shoes?
What do you mean? You bring them.
What?
In this scenario, which doesn't happen very often, I've gone to a mate's
or
place,
ever
got
to
changed.
anyone. No, go on.
You never go into a mate's place and you got different clothes on and you come after work or something like that?
Rarely do I take 2 pairs of shoes to a friend's house. Rarely.
You come after work, you get changed there, house party, whatever it is, and then you go home the next day?
Nah.
You don't have friends? Yeah, righto. Anyway.
So you have done it before. Did it suck?
I didn't hate it.
You know, the thing with the Broncos owner, who might be one of my favourite callers because everyone else made fun of me. So the thing with the Broncos owner is I've seen him in person, someone that we know quite well, and he does wear jeans that do not fit properly. Like they, and he's so old school that like he'd say every pair of jeans I wear, fucking skinny jeans, you look like a Sheila, you know. But old Broncos owner, he does wear. So when he's saying that his boot cut jeans do fall down onto his heels, I believe that every second.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he's talking a lot of shit for someone who I was with 2 Christmases ago in City Beach, and he bought a $60 pair of thongs. So for some, if you're not going to wear them with your jeans, when are you going to wear them? They're going out shoes at $60.
They're going out. Yeah, they're going out thongs.
They're your good thongs at $60.
Got thongs on right now. Charlie told me she doesn't like thongs.
I don't like thongs.
I think it's
I wear my
third
Berkeys
stripe.
everywhere.
Yeah, right.
I wear my Berkeys everywhere, but I don't wear thongs.
Right, okay.
I just don't like that in between my toes. It's just, they're never comfy.
Don't the Birkenstocks have that between the toes?
You know, they do actually, but I think because it's like material, it's not that rubber. And they also like
whatever.
They just like sit in my foot way better. There's nothing worse than when you're flopping around with your thongs.
I can run in these. Like full
Really?
cup. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I'm trained in the thong.
I am. There's one more thing that I wanted to read out.
Okay.
This blew my mind. I actually told the guy who sent it to me today that I'd be reading it out on the pod, so to listen. So if he's got through all of this, he's done well.
Well done.
So put up on the story today that Last Man Standing that we did. The 50-50 challenge that we did where you're asking me questions, this or that.
Oh, yeah.
And you ask the question, can you honestly say you wash your hands after every time you go to the toilet?
Yeah, no one can.
And so he's messaged me. Last one is an absolute miss, which was the question about can you...
Right, okay.
So he said, what... Yeah, that's disgusting pretty much. And I say back, every single time you do it. He goes, it's a must. I won't piss unless I know I can wash my hands.
What?
And I've got like angry at this point, I reckon you could say. I was angry because I felt like I was being lied to.
Okay, yeah.
So I say to him, so you've never pissed in the bush then?
True.
Which I thought has just haymakered this motherfucker.
Checkmate.
I've just absolutely Deontay Wilded this freak.
Yeah.
And he says back to me, and I'm talking immediately said this back to me, I'd have wet wipes with me.
Fucking hell.
And I go, there's no shot. And he goes, and water to wash. So I've said, 1, stop lying to me.
Yeah.
2, stop lying to yourself.
Yeah.
And 3, grow up. I said, there is no shot. And he replied, not a single lie told. And I said, so you hold it in until you reach wet wipes. If not wet wipes, tissues and water. And then I said, honestly, at this point, this is impressive. What's impressive is that you've chosen to lie to me.
No.
To this degree. You've created this wet wipes, toilet paper bullshit. Because this is what I have to say. If you're a man, a man's man, a common man, as me and you are, me more so than yourself.
We are, yep.
If you're a common man and you're saying you don't piss in the bush unless you have wet wipes at the ready, you need more piss on your hands.
This is the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a man, if you don't piss in the bush unless you have wet wipes at the ready, you need more piss on your hands more often. That's what you need. You need piss on your hands more often.
How uncontrollably are you pissing?
Like,
how dirty can your dick really be?
do you have an immune system? Do you have an immune system?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Grow up.
For years and years. What do you reckon they did before wet wipes, bruh? They weren't all dead.
Yeah, we're fine. We're here.
And I'm not. And now it's got me sitting here being like, yeah, never wash your hands. Like, but that's not
I've got
what this
news
is.
for you, pal. Anytime you go to a fucking pub, every surface you touch,
There's piss
people
on that
have
surface.
been there,
There's
not washed
piss on
their
that
hands.
surface.
This guy's germaphobe. Are you going everywhere with like wet wipes and wipe? Are you that guy? You the one that goes to Woolies with the fucking wipes and wipe down the trolley
Getting
handle?
a bit vindictive.
Sorry, I don't know. It really worked me up.
Fuck you. But yeah, I just thought I had to read that out of the pod. It's got to be a lie, right?
I think so.
It's got to be a lie.
Yeah.
All right. We'll cut it there.
I think so.
I think we're done for time.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
We'll slip into the Friday pod. If it's out right now, slip right into it. And if not, we'll see you on Friday.
Yeah.
Hit us with your weird sports.
And join the Facebook group.